New era of the education system which we are going to discuss, and among the panelists I welcome Dr. Shraddha Arya, Director, Rajasthan College of Engineering for Women, Dr. Ramesh Mittal, Director, National Institute of Agriculture Marketing, Dr. Bhushan Diwanji, VC Sridhar, University Pilani, Mr. Rajeev, Registrar of the Sangam University, Bhilwara, and Dr. Shishir Mathur, Homeopathic University, Jaipur. So the topic of the session is, the very first word is the bridging. So the bridging about the urban and rural, digital divide. So the panelists, I request the panelists to start with the thing, okay, whether there is a digital divide in terms of the urban and rural. Because in the last 2.5 years, we have seen that during the pandemic, although everything was about to come to shut down, but the main problem with the educationists was how can the education be stopped or could be continued. And the several initiatives we started, and this technology come just and help out to the education system, whether it is higher education or the school education system, to provide the various solutions so that the education will remain continued. And the several things happens, whether the Google Meet classes, Zoom classes, online platform for the classes. And as we discussed in the morning also, even the school education system, the children who are 5 years or 6 years of age, they are much advanced in terms of the classes. So even they know much better digital communication than us. So they know how to mute yourself, how to switch on the video, and several times in classes they will say, oh, there is a network problem, I cannot switch on my video for that. So they are much expert. So from that point of view, and this is the urban part. In the rural part, again, with the help of the mobiles, anyhow we can continue the education system. So whether this digital divide is lie in the urban or the rural sector, and then if there is a digital divide, then what are the major barriers and how to overcome about this? So I request the panelist members just throw their view on this topic first. So I request, sir, from your side, if you can just start the session.
Thank you very much. First of all, I just want to feel privileged for this invitation. And I'm with you, and the title is, topic is very good. The question is basically whether the bridge exists or not. And second is whether divide is there or not. These are two questions came in my mind. I look at this urban as well as the rural area. If you look at this COVID, yes, obviously most of the things has happened. For example, if you take the example of this convocation ceremony in all IIMs, IITs and all the great universities across the country, even across the world, it has happened. It doesn't matter whether a student is sitting in the rural area in this village or maybe in the urban or capital or metro, wherever it is. So I feel the bridge is there already. And if you talk about the divide, yes, the infrastructure is not ready. And if you look at this internet connectivity or many kind of gadgets, substandard gadgets, they are not competent enough to make the bridge itself in between two cities or now village and urban. I think let us talk about the 100 kilometers away. If you are going from Jaipur to Delhi, then still you will lose different kind of connectivities through your mobile phone or maybe your laptop or different kind of device. So such kind of strong connectivity is required, such infrastructure is required. Now the thing is basically as a part of technology or maybe education or skilling, these are three different area. Education, yes, through bridging this gap is possible. Skilling little bit, but not complete. Technology, yes, maybe 10 to 20%, but 80% is not possible. Why it is so? Because in the technology R&D, you need to have in front of many kind of things, equipments and the mentor also, and lot of other things are required to understand and to run such gadgets, especially big machines and all kind of structure. But skilling, yes, some kind of, physical appearance is required to learn about the skill. Education is some part of, like, if you look at the 80% of the education in this COVID period, I think they have covered with such kind of technology. Now the question comes in, what kind of technology can fill up the gap? For example, I'll give you the example of this milk. The milk is basically, dairy is basically based on the rural population or rural activity. And the mostly milk in this COVID period has very frequently has to reach to the urban area. So the raw material is reached, but if you look at the value-added products, that have not reached. For example, paneer, cheese, or the rasgulla, or different kind of variety which was made by the milk, that has not reached. Why it is so? Because rural was not very competent enough to make such kind of product, and the value chain as well as the transportation was not up to the mark. So the digital pattern was not adopted by the village, and such thing is required. With these words, I think we have some invitations, so I just want to pass on.
Thank you, Mittal. So, the same thing, how can the mobilizing technology help in the development of the education system? So, would you like to answer the question?
Good evening to all of you. I am Rajeev Mehta from Sangam University, Bhilwara. First of all, I would like to congratulate the organizing team of ArdorComm media and the entire team. They have given a fantastic opportunity to all of us and given a platform for all the eminent speakers to provide some thoughts on these particular topics. And maybe we came up with some ideas from this entire summit. So thank you very much. I would like to tell you that we are sitting in Rajasthan, where urban population is almost 25% or maybe less, or rural population is almost 80%. And I belong to Bhilwara also, where rural population is much higher. And I would like to tell you that in Corona period also, we have come up with many education apps. Definitely Google Meet and Zoom for education purpose. But there are some more areas also, like health and agriculture. That where also we need some technology if we come up. Being a university, I think our objective is also to definitely give trainings to the surroundings, to the neighborhood or to the villages where we belong. Like Sangam University is coming up with an idea that we are going for a project from NABARD. We are going for training of 150 farmers there for manufacturing or for production of nursery through poly houses or shed net. And also we are giving this training using the online apps also. So this is a fantastic idea that we can use mobilizing technology in the agriculture sector also. Even government is coming up with many apps like Kisan Suvidha app, which is almost 100 million farmers are using. That app is also providing like consultancy in agriculture for weather conditions or for any idea of crop production. What are the things that they can use in production of the crops or encourage the ideas. So these kind of technology definitely help for giving or bridging the gap between the urban and rural area, in my opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So now the next question we can say, okay, now as you say, the education system is now become the hybrid. So even in the new normal, when everything is now normal, the classes are in physical way, but still the students can be helped, with the help of different healthcare companies, and even the online platforms is still continuing. So now the education system, whether it is higher education or the school education, has become the hybrid somehow. Whatever the teacher is about to teach, this is already available on a YouTube or on various platforms. But suppose now how these edtech companies and the school partner can help to enlighten the education. So the major question, I request ma'am, if you can just throw some light on this.
Namaskar sabhi ko. It's my pleasure to be here, and thanks to ArdorComm and all the co-panelists and all the educationists present over here. First of all, I have few lines which I devoted to my faculties and to all the educationists. That is Vidya Rajya Pujyate Dhanam Nahi. Vidya Bina Pashu और Pakshi. अर्थात विद्या के बिना कुछ भी नहीं है. जिसके पास विद्या है उसका विश्व में राज्य है. धन की पूजा कोई नहीं करता. विद्या है तो धन है. अर्थात अगर कोई व्यक्ति विद्या का इस्तेमाल नहीं करता, विद्या नहीं लेता, तो उसमें और पशु में ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं. हमारे अभी बात करें प्रधानमंत्री जी का जो है ऐसे से शिक्षा एजुकेशन सर्व शिक्षा अभियान. So basically the motto is clean India. हमारा है educate India. So शिक्षित India. So the thing is that, come to the point, sir asked me what is the role of education companies or technologies we have. During COVID, we face so many issues in urban and rural too. Even the jobs are not in the hand. Everything is online. The technology is not as far that in urban rural areas, if I'm talking about Rajasthan, in Jaisalmer, in Rajsamand. So education is basically what we have to do. हम क्या कर सकते हैं to gain something, to earn something. The survival was too high in Corona because the technology, the internet facilities, the online facility were not in rural areas. कारण कि अभी हम अगर सर्वे का बात करें तो almost maximum recent in 2022 only 73% education is there in rural areas, and with 65 for females and 70 around is for males. So सर्व शिक्षा अभियान ऐसे से गवर्नमेंट अभी बहुत सारी स्कीम्स को रन कर रही है. लाइक अटल एजुकेशन का चल रहा है, राजीव गांधी का काफ़ी ज़्यादा चल रहा है. अभी महात्मा गांधी जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स थे उनको हमने महात्मा गांधी में कन्वर्ट कर दिया टू प्रोवाइड इंग्लिश प्रॉपर एजुकेशन टू एवरीबॉडी. सो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि इंटरनेट की फैसिलिटीज़ वहाँ पे जाए रूरल एरियाज़ में. और एक हम बात करते हैं डिजिटलाइजेशन की, जो हमारा एक्चुअली टॉपिक है, दैट इज मोबिलाइजिंग डिजिटलाइजेशन. सो बेसिकली टू प्रोवाइड ऑल कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन थ्रू मोबिलाइजिंग. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ वी ऑल आर हियर एंड द थिंग्स आर गोइंग ऑनलाइन, ये यूट्यूब पे अभी जा रहा है या फेसबुक पे जा रहा है, तो वी कैन शेयर ऑल द डिटेल्स in every state, in every city or out of this city too. So this is the digitalization, जिसके लिए बहुत important है सर कि हम through different scheme, अभी हम बात करें गर्ल्स एजुकेशन का बात करें, so उसके अंदर अलग अलग नियम फॉलो हो रहे. Recently in last month I attended one seminar in Dosa, that is personality development and English communication plus internet services, how we use internet. So these kind of activities were held by government and by private sector too, although some of the companies are here with us, those who tell us कि किस तरह से ये चीज़ें हम लोगों तक पहुंचा सकते हैं. तो according to me the most important thing is education via networking. हमें rural और urban area को एक level पे लाना है. I think it will take few more years, I can say 4 to 5 years, but it's very easy according to the growth of Rajasthan. We are going towards that. So government और private sector दोनों की तरफ से इसके लिए होने चाहिए कि हमें proper एक information per person, हर इंसान को ये information हम पहुंचाएं. So thank you so much sir.
Thank you ma'am. So as you say, still we can say that the rural area is also the digitally developed one, because as the data is saying 73%. So that means we cannot say that they are not digitally known now. Okay, they know the digital way, but in terms of the education, how this can be used. So it is again the edtech companies has to decide. Okay, because even the affordability of that particular thing is a big question for that one. Because as in the earlier panel discussion, it was come to us, okay, this is how the budget of that particular things, even the government institutions cannot run these edtech companies. This is too much big for them. So anyway, this bridge can be developed. EdTech companies has to think whether they have some cheaper solution for that one for the education point of view. So now again the same thing, whether these companies or how this technology impact the future in terms of the job perspectives of a rural community. So again, I just request sir, if you can throw some light on that, whether as you are also in a medical field, so even if you can throw some light how this edtech companies, whether they can be helpful in the areas where you require some skill or the hands-on experience, how they can improve that one, and how far you have struggled during the COVID time with this, whether some edtech solution can help out you or not, and how in future the job perspectives with the help of these companies can be increased or not. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to thank the organizers to give us an opportunity to be here. I am Dr. Shishir, representing Homeopathy University situated in Jaipur. Sir, you rightly said that the collaboration of technology into the field of education can bring immense results. EdTech companies, as I am listening since morning, they can be of a lot of help, especially where for the people who are not being able to attend the schools or colleges or university for certain reasons. During COVID, we have come to know across many parents who said that we are not being able to allow our kids to attend the online classes for certain reasons, like either net is not available. If net was available, their handsets or their equipment were not so equipped that they can deal with all those PowerPoint presentations and videos which are being sent to them. The help of technology is important because for such peoples, if they are not being able to attend the classes regularly for any reasons, there is one more reason that people in rural area are not visiting institutions regularly, that they have priority over the earnings. So the parent says, my son is going for a job and earning maybe 200 or 300 rupees per day and attend classes, he is losing his earnings. So with the help of these technology or edtech companies, we can make certain short videos of such classes or technology which we want to transfer from our side to the community or to the rural area. They can watch those videos from your link, which are authentic links, not everybody, because YouTube is already studded with many videos and most of them are not relevant. So all these edtech companies, if associate with the school or college, make some appropriate short videos that can be watched over the time when the person is not doing anything or it's a leisure time. शाम को 6 बजे 8 बजे खेत से आके काम से करके आके उसको देख के कुछ सीखना चाहता है, that can be of help to him. And those students or those people can be enrolled at your institutions as part-time students because they are not a full-time students. Belonging to a medical school, I cannot endorse involvement of technology or this internet facilities, video facilities into the education because in our case the study material is a patient. And we cannot make all the things into animation and teach a person how to check the blood pressure or how to put insert and cannula into it. But yes, in other fields as well, this can be easily done. So edtech companies can definitely help. They can train us, they can collaborate with the universities to make their courses into a way that can be seen even after during the 10 to 4 or 9 to 5 working hours. That could be a great help for the people, especially the people in rural areas.
Thank you, sir. So I just again the same question I just want to repeat with the Mittal sir because he is related to the agriculture marketing. So again, sir, I request you that how do you feel about this the technology can impact the future of the job perspectives in terms of the rural area?
This is a very important and very relevant question. And I think it's a lot of scope also. I'll share 2-3 experiences here. Now, Government of India has launched many schemes, and I think you may be aware with 2 very major schemes. One is FPO, which is Farmer Producer Organization across the country. Now this 10,000 Farmer Producer Organization formation is in the process. Now you look at how to train them, how to go for the strengthening and how to make them viable, how to make them sustainable. It's a like challenge. And now mostly farmers in this organization are coming from the rural area only. Now the question is how to train. So you cannot invite them on a single place. So for that purpose, the Government of India has asked to the edutech companies to prepare this learning management system, which is known as LMS. Now such system is going to be proved in upcoming future of this country. This is one example regarding to this FPO, because the huge money, like somewhere like 10 to 20,000 crore rupees has been going to invest in such activities, and I believe only LMS is the solution, and they are working on it. So it's a great opportunity for the startups as well as the edutech companies. Number 2, have you heard about this ENAM project, which is Electronic National Agriculture Market, that is quite unique in the country. Now if you look at, like for example, Rajasthan, 25 districts are having this ENAM mandi, which is single mandi per district. Now the question is how to make them viable. Why it is so? Because mostly farmers are coming from the rural area, and now they have to sell their produce to the urban area. Now this is connect, and this is connect through digital technology, internet, and many kind of things are required. For example, assign like the quality parameter. Until unless farmers they don't have the report with the quality parameter, they cannot air that report on the ENAM this portal. Now the question is how to generate that report, and for that such digital scanners, machines, edutech companies are, they should be ready to take this challenge. If they are not coming forward, such machines are not very much viable. So the country is working since like 6-7 years already gone, and mostly like out of 8,000 markets, 1,000 market has been under this scheme right now, and it is going to be the double in this next year. So this opportunity is already available now. Question is how to encash. Third is like, if you look at the many startups, they are working through apps. For example, in the dairy, like the animal, when like this cow and buffalo or goat, they are getting sick. So how to provide the medicine and all, although Dr. Saab is telling something, it's very difficult. But still, like suppose 500 kilometer or 300 kilometers, something has happened. So based on the video, if they are looking at now some remedy, like हमारे भी रात को पेट में दर्द होता है, तो we cannot call doctor. कुछ छोटा मोटा medicine लेकर के we have to wait for the morning. So that kind of teleconsultation is getting the speed, and it is happening across the country. So if you look at such kind of bridges coming up, like it is happening, and many more opportunities are available. For example, this organic produce in the agriculture sector. Now for the certification. Now the question is, you cannot give this hard copy of the certificate of this organic produce. So the thing is basically like, now you have to scan, and some app could be there, and now you are providing through your mobile phone, you can grab this certificate, and you maybe ensure yourself that I'm getting the produce which is organic. So such opportunities are already available. Now thing is basically, we need to explore, we need to prove like edutech companies. And one more thing, like mostly IIMs, IITs or NITs or the premium institution across the country, they have already tied up with the edutech companies. They are running many courses. They are apart from the physical courses like 2 year, 3 year or 1 year. So they have one more chunk, one more area, which is known as executive, or maybe for the like pre-graduate or after graduate, or maybe the post-graduate. So various kind of segment is available. Now the thing is how to deal with that, and how to ensure the quality. That is the question. So I believe ample opportunities there. Many people are already working, and the question is how to survive. So the quality proves again for the survival. That's all from my side.
Thank you. Thank you. It's highlighting the things. The rural development is always, you have seen that so many schemes are being connected by the government also. So sir, like this, there are the several edutech systems which we have seen. So, but what do you feel, Kay, just to elaborate in terms of the rural area development, the bridge we are talking about, the bridging. So can the ad tech company, just provide some free education type of the module for that one? So like Khan Academy we have seen, so Byju's are there, so many are there. So what do you feel if they are free education from sometimes just to development of the rural areas, what is your view on that one, sir?
I think many of the rural area people or farmers are getting many things from the social media also, or some apps also. Like I am talking about a case study in Bhilwara district. Like we have a town called Bagor, or you can tell Bigod, where farmers are doing the production of oranges. They are getting the things from technology, definitely. They are getting the things from technology, and they are producing the oranges in Bigod area, which is very much not known to produce the oranges. So it is a kind of thing that farmers are getting. Even in Sangam University, we are also producing strawberries. It is very difficult to understand that we are in Rajasthan and some of the universities producing strawberry. We are producing strawberry in 5 biga land, and I can show you the results. Like it's a wonderful thing that we are doing in Bhilwara district. So definitely technology is there. We are adopting it. Farmers are also adopting it. I am not sure about tech companies, but social media is giving the very much solutions. People are asking questions on that, people are sharing their thoughts, people are sharing their views about many things in agriculture, and that are also valuable for others to learn. So things are improving in the rural area also, and I think this is the definitely opportunity for all the edutech companies also to learn these areas and give them the better solutions about these things. So this is all about my side.
Thank you, sir. So then I will move to map. Okay, this is because it's related to somehow the rural women area. So you have so many students on that one from the rural side also, I hope so. So how do you think this digital connectivity with them will help you in the education system, even in the engineering system at your place?
Thank you for the question, sir. Undoubtedly, this is very important for us as after COVID, at the time of admission, we attained so many girls that they belongs to rural area and their knowledge are actually lesser than the girls who came from urban areas. The reason is being they are totally out of internet facilities, they don't have mobile facilities, they don't know how to use mobile phones. Even they don't have smartphones. Internet is more than that. So their knowledge is, of course, there is a major lacking if they don't have that internet or digitalization, mobilization technology in their place. So this is the one of the major issue we face. Now we have to provide them special lectures to clear their previous year's doubt of 11th and 12th, which they spent. They told us directly, ma'am or sir, we just attained our final examination and we don't know what we read. हमें नहीं पता कि what we have in our final course. So हम नहीं जानते. So their maximum like aggregate percentage is 65 or 75. So like that. Even now everything is online again, form हमें भरना है. So most of these students, they don't know how to log in, how to fill the forms. Nowadays SSOID is mandatory if you want to fill any kind of form. In SSOID, if we talking about any government vacancies, any jobs, nowadays after Corona especially, I mentioned it, Aadhaar card of any detail. If we visited any hotels or restaurant and out of our city or anything else, they required our hard copy of Aadhaar card. But if you don't have, you log in your SSOID, you show your details. So they verify from online. So this is how, this is very, very important nowadays to make a bridge between urban, rural and a digitalization towards everywhere. Especially as I already told you, it's not about a urban or a rural area, it's about a female. अभी भी सोच कहीं ना कहीं यही है that parents they don't want to give a proper or higher education to girls. They thought कि after graduation is enough for them and after that they'll do their marriage. So according to me this is very much important, and I do take or online vloggers. So now the positive, if I came to the positive point of that online, a major positive point is that girls, those who are doing well in their field, out of the track, some of their parents support, as we all watch TV. In DID I can say, in some singing Indian Idol competition, in roadies competition, there are so many girls, they came from some villages and they explored their own story regarding their harassment, regarding their mentality of their parents. They are like, they are not feeling comfortable in between voices, between their families. Reason is being from their childhood, that something it fit in their mind is that you have to complete your 16-18 years of studies, then you have to go another house. So this is not the right thing. So the major, what I feel is nowadays online by YouTube you can search how to fight. Recently I watched in Kota and Jaipur and in, not in Jaipur, in Bharatpur, some suicide cases. Unfortunately, unfortunately I can say, they all are males. The thing is that how everybody is surviving, the mental pressure is so high, but YouTube, vloggers, they help us to relax our mind by knowing that the life is so hard, but the life is very beautiful. Itna easily nahi haar manna hai that they are fighting from they are trying 2 to 3 years for MBBS and they fail, they commit suicide. Student ने suicide कर लिया, but there are so many what can I say, expert peoples are here, so many celebrities are here in India, those who failed 16 times, 17 times, 20 times, now they are on top position of Indian in different industries or on education background. So according to me, this is very important for everybody, not for a female or a male, because male, female and age is just a number, and male and female is just a gender. There is no different mind, सबका उतना ही है, काम उस according ही नहीं करता है. So according to me, online, educate, tech or digital or internet play a vast role for grooming of any personality. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. And because the time constraint, because they have put one big watch here. So I can just sum up, we were discussing about the urban digital divide. So we feel that there is a digital divide, but still this digital divide can be bridged, as we can see that the rural area is also somehow everybody is using the mobile phones and the smartphones nowadays. So this bridge, whatever the gap is there, that gap can be filled. And here is the role of the ad tech companies are like that. They have to provide some cheaper solution for the rural areas so that even the people in the rural area can get educated and they can get the education, in the same way what they are providing for the urban areas. So even these companies can just provide some solution maybe on the especially designed for the rural areas, because there are several other technical problems which they are facing in case of you compare with the urban and the rural areas. So with this, I think we can sum up the session. This bridge is to be built and this gap has to be filled. Thank you all. Thank you all the panelists in this to this session. Thank you, sir.
Perfectly on time. Thank you everyone. Perfectly on time.
For 1 minute, if anybody has a question, yes, I think because he has clapped that.
Sir, I just want to bring to the attention here, not just the digital divide, but also the generation divide. Things are improving. I just want to quote one instance last month in Bangalore. There was the IT International Summit of Information Technology. There were 1,48,000 students participated, and 80% of them were from rural areas. And top 10, if you take who came up to the top 10 out of 1,48,000, 7 out of 10 were from rural colleges, one was from Rajasthan remote village, another from West Bengal and Assam, and Tamil Nadu. And that means it only shows that sometimes it is our perception that there is a big divide, but only thing is we need to recognize that bridge. How do we take it forward, use these best practices, and spread it across. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this.
Yeah, correctly saying. So that's why even we start the session in the same question: whether is it really the digital divide is there? So we can state it could be perception, or it could be a small gap which can be easily be filled by the companies. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful session. I would request Mr. Chandan to kindly come on the stage and felicitate all the panel speakers.